All the residents of the base cheered, 3 free attribute points. I got 2, what a pity, I should have killed a few more. Long live the White Emperor, long live the Queen. The large announcement appeared again. Cosmic will reminds you that you participated in and completed the city defense mission, earning 100% experience reward, and 3 free attribute points based on your contribution. Lido laughed loudly, haha. He walked in front of Qinbai and Song Ziqing, clapping and praising, good, very good. Song Ziqing, hearing his voice, turned and asked, Mr. Lido, do you have good news? From afar, Lido appeared before them and said, Bai has obtained the position of city lord, Ziqing has the highest management rights and support, which makes me very satisfied. This was a perfect deal, everyone got what they wanted. After saying that, he raised his hand and contentedly concluded, this investment is finished, and I am very satisfied with the result. Lido, slightly shorter in stature, reminded Chen Bai, especially you, Chen Bai, when I continue my journey, you must complete my investment mission as soon as possible, Bai. Chen Bai smiled. He wanted to joke but still responded politely, do you know how difficult the investment task you gave me is? Lido lightly lowered his hat brim and cleared his throat, ha ha ha, I trust you, young man. It was clear that Lido valued Chen Bai. After a while, Chen Bai handed Song Ziqing a scroll and said, here, this is the golden level city construction reward I just drew. Song Ziqing took it and held it with both hands. Chen Bai continued, didn't you already do a preliminary plan? Arrange a good place for it. She held the item and checked the details in the system. It was a supercomputing core representing the universe's highest technology, capable of designing mechanical manufacturing blueprints for trials, with high growth potential. Song Ziqing asked in confusion, what is this? The system continued displaying detailed information. The automated production line can be combined with the supercomputing core for automatic production. Just put the materials in, and the entire production process will be completed. Chen Bai patted Song Ziqing's shoulder and explained more clearly, the various mechanical devices produced can be used in the trials. With these things, concentrated places will have great development. After understanding, Song Ziqing replied, Song Ziqing showed hesitation and said with some doubt, but now it's different, even with guns, it's still. Chen Bai picked up a scroll, pointed at it, and further explained, these guns made by the production line may not be the ones we used before the end of the world. They have different attributes. You need to abandon the old notions of the pre-apocalypse. Look at the current city management system, it seems like there's nothing. His expression darkened, and his tone became more serious, but in the future, exclusive city blueprints will become more and more, and you'll find it dazzling. He then gave an example, explaining in detail, for instance, the S-level biological backup center blueprint can clone your body, giving you a second life. So, I hope the S-level anti-gravity technology can help us build cities in the sky. These blueprints can only be used in S-level cities. Song Ziqing happily held 2 tubes of items and firmly said, I understand. Our city will definitely become the strongest city in the future. The items Chen Bai gave to Song Ziqing had been handed over, and the two naturally fell into silence. Suddenly, a voice called out, Master, Master, startling the two of them. It was Meng Meng, happily calling out to Chen Bai like calling a father. This monster hunt was super fun. I unlocked 3 new skills in the dream world. The system immediately reminded, Meng Meng shared the skill description with you. The system displayed the detailed content, enhanced dream totem white noise. The dream totem can emit various sounds to make people fall asleep. Enhancing the dream totem greatly improves its hypnosis ability, and it also includes a mental suggestion function, making people relax and become less focused. After reading, Chen Bai praised, good choice. Now the dream totem doesn't need to be watched all the time, and it can still make people fall asleep. Combined with the hypnosis ability, it can also be useful in real-world battles. Meng Meng happily squinted her eyes into crescents, smiling and saying, "Master, you're overpraised. This is just the method you told me after you looked at the skill tree." She then leaned closer to his shoulder and pointed at the system, continuing, "Master, look at the third one, it's a newly unlocked skill. The system says it enhances dream abilities, allowing dream guests to choose to return to reality from any valid dream totem." After reading it, he said in confusion, "Is this a teleportation ability?" Dream happily pulled Han Xiao to demonstrate, saying, "Yes, if I pull Han Xiao into the dream now, I can use the dream totem to teleport to his side. Of course, I can also not go and bring you to his side." Seeing everything going smoothly, Chen Bai said gently, "You're already very skilled at selecting skills." Dream bent down and humbly said, "But I'm still far from being skilled in other aspects." Then, she took the opportunity to tempt him, "Master, are you free? I'd like to study the new skills effect." Chen Bai immediately agreed without hesitation, "Of course, go wait for me at the training ground on the hill, I'll be there soon." Dream smiled with her eyes squinted and sweetly agreed. Dream happily bounced away, and Chen Bai turned to give instructions to Ziqiang, pick a few people with different levels of mental strength to come here and test Dream's new skill in actual combat. Song. Ziqiang replied, "No problem, I'll have them gather at the training ground on the hill once I find them." After Dream walked far away, Ziqiang approached Chen Bai holding two pomelos and whispered, "But don't train. Too late, we've already prepared to celebrate with the city lord tonight." He smiled in response, got it." At this point, Ziqiang gave him a small preview, "I heard Xiao Ka has prepared a surprise gift for you." In Song Ziqiang's villa, everyone was getting ready. The girls were preparing for Chen Bai's special reward, and Song Gu, arms crossed, observed Ling Yu practicing, commenting, "Looks good, let's settle on this set." Tonight was hosted by Song Gu, and she had poured her heart into preparing a big gift for Chen Bai. Song Gu turned to everyone and said, "Sisters, are you confident to make Chen Bai submit in tonight's battle?" Before Chen Bai returned to his harem, everyone was busy preparing for the villa's battle. Ling Yu turned and responded to Song Gu, "Of course we are confident, but Xiao Ka, please don't do like before and faint without doing anything." Hearing this, Song Gu was startled and hurriedly closed her eyes, shouting, "That will never happen. After my free attribute points increase, I can use them all on my physique." Song Ji's loud voice even carried outside. On the royal luxurious bed, after the battle with Ziqiang, Chen Bai rested, placing his hand behind his head in surprise, asking, "What does Dream need from me?" Ziqiang said, "She asked if you have any dungeons to run for experience." Chen Bai replied directly, "Oh, I told her to finish the dungeon and come find me, I'll have her help if needed." Ziqiang rested her head on his shoulder and continued, "Okay, I've already told her." She then mentioned everyone's thoughts. She leaned closer and looked at him, saying, "By the way, Bai Di, everyone actually wants you to guide them a bit on combat skills and skill selection." While saying this, Song Gu suddenly popped out from under the blanket and jumped into Chen Bai's arms, startling both of them with a yes. Then she coquettishly climbed on top of Chen Bai, positioning herself just right. Chen Bai gently patted her head and affectionately said, "You can already see your talent skill tree now, there aren't even many branches. Do you still want to guide?" Song Gu nodded, saying, "I want to think about it." He narrowed his eyes, relaxed his facial muscles, and said gently, "All right." Both of them took a screenshot of the skill tree and sent it to him. Suddenly, the girls from his harem jumped out from under the bed, surprising Chen Bai. Everyone was laughing brightly, and Chen Bai smiled in satisfaction, "Not bad." Chen Bai then looked at the system panel. He wasn't in a hurry to act and was stroking his chin, thinking. S-level I spirit, 3 evolution routes, quite a lot. Song Ziqiang replied, "So, do you think the Evolution direction for Purple Eye is useful? Chen Bai continued, but you're a queen, not a warrior. I should focus on enhancing the evolution of the Purple Eye to strengthen mental strength. In Chen Bai's imagination, Ziqiang sat on the queen's throne. He said, Purple Eye sees the mind deeply and nobly. These abilities help you understand the enemy and provide new control abilities, suitable for you. Ziqiang carefully looked at the system panel and said, Purple Eye sees the mind and can perceive attributes, distances, and mental strength gaps. It can even delve into the opponent's thoughts. Now Ziqiang, like him, was stroking her chin and said, if you look too long, you will enter a dazed state and even lose your sense of direction. Quite noble. Chen Bai waved his hand and looked back, saying, Vai Vai, next is the introduction to your skill A. Vai Vai shyly murmured, I only have 2 skill trees. Chen Bai pointed at the system panel and turned to her, saying, this skill tree is fine. First, select a prominent vision skill for threatening targets, then select skills that resonate with your teammates. In the future, you will be an indispensable god-level assistant. Vai Vai smiled sweetly and said to him, I will unlock these 2 skills soon. Chen Bai looked at the beautiful girl gently and encouraged her, keep it up, your basic abilities and skills are already impressive. Now it was Lu Li's turn. He turned to her and said, the level of illusory phenomenon actually has a skill that can create miracles. Lu Li was also surprised and pointed at herself, saying, me? I've looked at my skills, but it doesn't seem like I have any damage abilities. He immediately turned to the system interface, pointed at Lu Li, and said, no, look, the illusory phenomenon skill has a strange effect. If the enemy doesn't understand the illusion, it will appear real to them. Do you get it? If they believe the nuclear bomb in the illusion is real, they will really get blown away by it. He lay on the pillow explaining, that's why this skill has no damage description, because anything is possible. Then, Song Ziqing finally understood and exclaimed, this ability is too broken. Is this a B-level talent? Chen Bai explained, no, Yao Shu's talent doesn't have any skill that creates momentum or aura. In reality, it's easy to see through, so it depends on Yao Shu's technique. Chen Bai hadn't forgotten his first love. He turned to remind Su Xian, it's your turn to restore your advanced B-level speed. Su Xian seemed a bit stunned. Chen Bai placed his hand on his knee and said, you can balance the enhancement of 3 recovery abilities, stamina, flesh, and spirit, because your skill first takes effect on yourself. You need to activate it to help others recover. After thinking for a moment, he looked at her appreciatively and said, your ability is simple but practical. I haven't met anyone with a stronger healing talent than yours. Song Ka, grinning mischievously, hugged Chen Bai and pouted, Su Xian's not done yet, is it my turn now? Chen Bai teased, you're such a C-level gamer. In the end, the angry Song Ka bit his shoulder. Chen Bai let her do it and focused on Ling Ke. Next, let's focus on Ling Ke's advanced B-level skill. Ling Ke shyly said, haha, thank you, master. Looking at the system interface, Chen Bai said, her ability may seem like just quick thinking, but it's a god-level talent in battle. After activation, she can set a focus target on the enemy, enhance thinking speed, and discard all irrelevant information. After finishing, Chen Bai seriously reminded, so you need to choose skills that can help you judge the battle situation, and practice one-on-one combat techniques with the enemy. Ling Ke leaned forward, took out 2 white watermelons, and said, thank you, master. Let me express my gratitude through actions. Chen Bai felt a little embarrassed, not expecting her to be so bold. As he lay down, his hand rested on Song Ka's body. Song Ka said, this guy must be focused on you. If I stabbed her now, she wouldn't feel it. Naturally, Chen Bai stopped and said, this won't do. Chen Bai snapped his fingers, signaling Ling Ke to leave as he planned to do something else, but unexpectedly he took a step back. Lingke, surprised, asked, Master, why? He hadn't finished speaking when he added, to be more specific, you must control the target's time and enter a focused state. If you can't do that, this talent will become purely negative. Lingke listened carefully and promised, I understand, I'll practice control. Song Ka had been waiting for a long time and happily walked over, saying, it's my turn, it's my turn. Song Ka lay down happily, listening attentively as Chen Bai thought for a moment and said, sea level. Intelligence talent. After gaining experience, it will reach B-level proficiency. Good, don't miss any. Skill that can be used. Once upgraded, you'll gain 10 times the insight into the whole skill. Then, he looked at Song Ka more seriously and said, you also need to speed up learning. Skill proficiency will increase tenfold, and speed growth will be 10 times faster than ordinary people. By then, you will be able to learn all battle stances, master combat techniques, and perfect combat methods. He lay down on the bed without teasing her anymore, although your stamina will never surpass mine, with exquisite techniques, perhaps. You can conquer me on your own. It seemed he really enjoyed teasing Song Ka. Song Ziqing awkwardly laughed from behind. Song Ziqing stood up and said with determination, preparing for everyone's ability tests, all right, now that the White Emperor has given the future development guidance, everyone must work hard. Don't let the members of the White Emperor be looked down upon in the future, or else it'll be a disgrace to the White Emperor. Inside the room, the many girls happily spoke in unison, yes, we will do our best. Yao Shu stood outside, listening to all of this. Noticing this, Yao Shu, who almost never appeared in Chen Bai's harem, sighed and said, White Emperor's guidance is so good, I also want it. In another scene, Han Xiao slightly opened his eyes. Now, Chen Bai was standing in Han Zhao's bedroom in MANHWA. He had just seen Han Xiao lift the blanket and exclaimed, wow! Dream Lao's skill is amazing. Did she really bring you here? Chen Bai stood by the bed, softly replying with a smile. By chance, Meng Meng sent a message to her master, the teleportation distance seems too far, I'm feeling a little dizzy. Chen Bai replied, it's because your mental energy was consumed too quickly. You should go rest for a while. He quickly closed the system. Han Xiao hurriedly asked about the recent city defense incident, White Emperor, how's the situation over there? Chen Bai had already handled everything, and he suddenly said, what is it now? Why are you still asking about this? The leadership and arrangements are all done, and now everyone is working hard to build the perfect White Emperor city. Suddenly remembering something, Chen Bai added, by the way, how many attribute points can we get from building the city? After all, you and Meng Meng killed quite a few special substitutes in the dream world. Han Xiao pointed with 2 fingers and whispered, there was only one time when Meng Lao and I went to eliminate the mouth corpses in the dream space, and an accident happened. They all shouted to launch a mental attack too strong. I relied on my mental power to fly. But I was dizzy and fell to my death. Inside, Han Xiao felt like crying, his ability was too weak, and he felt very ashamed. Chen Bai remained silent after hearing this, unsure of what to say. Han Xiao also remained silent, looking at him with a pleading expression, and the atmosphere became awkward. Chen Bai turned around and decisively said, don't say you're from Team 001 when we go out. I really can't show this person. Han Xiao cried out, don't, White Emperor, only you and Meng Meng know about this. There's no shame. For the benefit of the chemical factory, I'll take you to see it immediately. Just joking with Han Xiao, Chen Bai turned around and smiled, all right, it was just a joke. Let's get ready and set off. Han Xiao, like a 5-year-old child, was so happy, squinting his eyes and cheerfully responding, great, great. Chen Bai just smiled indulgently at him. A pink butterfly-shaped mark appeared on Chen Bai's hand, glowing. He stood at the door, looking at it, thinking, this is the 3S level plague mark from the teleportation mission. Since I teleported,